Legally, the Jamaat-e-Islami had been dead in Bangladesh for the past 12 years. In 2013, the Supreme Court cancelled their registration. The International Crimes Tribunal hanged their top leadership for war crimes committed in 1971. Their offices were bulldozed or sealed shut. By 2024, the Awami League assumed they were extinct. They were wrong. In the last 18 months, the Jamaat has come out as Bangladesh's most disciplined, controversial, and resilient political machine. To understand the Jamaat, you need to understand that they carried the mark of the original sin in Bangladesh. In 1971, they didn't just oppose independence. They actively hunted down intellectuals, dissidents, and even normal citizens, numbering in the thousands. Their death squads, the Al-Badr, were the architects of the Rare Bazaar killing fields, where over 1,070 intellectuals were slaughtered specifically to leave the rising nation brainless. After BAL won in 2009, Hasina turned against the Jamaat to eliminate the Kingmaker Party, which carried the swing in the parliament. And after being banned, they retreated to a more puritanical version of its ideology, service.
We'll ensure social justice for all. No political interference will be allowed there.
Jamaat survived for 15 years, creating positive impacts on the civil society. They opened up media outlets, they developed real estate, built the Ibn Sina hospitals and ambulatory services, and went into education with retina coaching centers. You could be born in an Ibn Sina hospital, educated in a Monarat school, ace your exams at a retina coaching center, bank with Islami Bank, and finally, be buried by their charitable trusts. And this is exactly how they came to the center of the 2024 uprising. This service infrastructure produced something else, unwavering loyalty. Their student wing, Islamic Chhatra Shibir, is not a chaotic mob. It is a cadre-based organization. In July 2024, when the police and Chhatra League unleashed violence on the secular students, it was Shibir that stepped in. They didn't carry Jamaat flags. They carried sticks and medical kits. They used the discipline learned in their retina study circles to organize defensive lines in Jatrabari and Uttara. They protected the Gen Z protesters who had the spirit, but lacked the tactics. This pivoted them to the forefront of post-Hasina Bangladesh. They have been the only ones holding the line against the Chhatra League violence and have made tremendous efforts to rebrand. This has led to the ban on Jamaat being lifted in June 2025. The new emir, Dr. Shafiqur Rahman,
for fulfilling the people's aspiration, all the issues of reforms will ensure, will support.
Immediately pivoted from the war criminal, Jamaat rooted in the theology, to an organization that would fight for the rights and dignity of all Bangladeshis. He visited the temples of minority communities destroyed in the chaos. The Jamaat of today is a far cry from the old bearded preachers of yesterday. They are more the sharp-dressed, English-speaking and laptop-carrying executives of a well-funded NGO. This discipline made them the ultimate prize for the beleaguered student leaders who had been having massive funding issues.
Transition is never easy, and we're quite honest about that. Protest politics is driven by moral clarity and urgency, but electoral politics requires discipline, organization, and institution building, and we're trying to hold both together.
The National Citizen Party, NCP, has the moral high ground, but no machinery. Jamaat has the machinery, but desperately needs the moral cover. And in January 2026, this marriage seemed to have gotten the heavenly approval. The students who marched for reform signed an electoral alliance with the Jamaat. Their vote base comes from conservatives in Chittagong, Satkhira, and Comilla, and they know they cannot win more than 12% of the total vote. This is why their electoral alliance with the NCP is seen by analysts as an attempt to foil the plans of the BNP to dominate the elections in February 2026. This will rejuvenate Jamaat's hopes are riding on being a kingmaker in the parliament again.